What is up, guys? Today I'm going to be telling a story because the title of this is I'm telling a story, basically. And the name of this story is Busted My Head. So if you want to know how I busted my head, when I was, so there's a what's it called? A park right next to my house. Like literally, I can walk there right now and yell and you'll hear me through my window. So yeah, I could do that. But there's a park right there, and I used to go out there a lot. I don't do it anymore because a lot of the kids that live near me moved away, and plus they were all older than me. But yeah, so basically, one day I asked my mom, can my friend, we're not gonna say his actual name, we're gonna call him Dinosaur Man, because he wants to be a scientist and he wants to be like dinosaurs. So I said, Mommy, can I? Okay, Little Pickle said, Mommy, can I go out to the park with Dinosaur Man? And she said, sure, just make sure he stays with you at all times. But guess we did not do? He did not stay with me at all times. So I went to the park. There was this kid. His name was, I'm not gonna say his name. I'm gonna name him Jimmy. So this Jimmy kid was younger. He was about 2 months younger than me. And he was weird, okay? He was weird, he didn't talk right, no offense. I don't know if there was something wrong with him, so I'm not gonna just be mean. But yeah, his name was Jimmy, and he was at the park that day. And his mom wasn't there for some reason. He usually goes there with his mom because he was younger, and even though we all live now near this big park, and in the middle, okay, I'm gonna give you a picture. There's a circle in our house, and there's a park in the middle, and all the houses are in a circle. So that's how it is. That's how it works. So, and okay, so Jimmy decided it would be smart to say, "You're stupid," and me being 9. He was 8. He was 8 and I was 9. That's how it worked. So he said, "You're stupid and you look ugly," and I said, "Okay, dude." Because I wasn't going to do anything because he was a year younger than me and I didn't know if there was something wrong with him. Because I go to school with autistic kids, and that sounded so bad. And I know how they act, and he acted like that. So I wasn't going to be mean, and it was too early for this. So I just said whatever. And then he said, "No, you look like a piece of shit." So I literally just got offended. Me, my 9-year-old self, got angry. When I got angry, I would curse, and I still do that. I just don't do what I used to do because I know how to use a proper sentence when cursing. But then he walked away. I thought he went to go tell his mom or something. I really didn't care what he did, but I was wrong. Spoiler alert, I was wrong. He didn't go home. He went to the area in front of the park. It was like a ditch, and there was water. It wasn't really a ditch. It's just like a lake. He went to the lake. I ignored him. He comes back and says, "You're stupid. You got anything to say?" I say, "No," and then he says it again, and then I say, At least I don't smell like onions." That's literally what I said. He takes a rock, a big freaking rock, and launches it at my head, and it busts the side of my head open. And then a whole bunch of other kids come from there because they were probably looking out the window, or they heard a kid yelling at the top of his lungs, crying and saying "ow" because it hurt and there was blood, and I didn't know how to react because I busted my head open before this, but it was way worse, and it didn't happen by a rock. I didn't even know it was bleeding the first time. If you want to hear the first time I busted my head open, I will definitely do that video. But yeah, I had no idea how a rock felt. It hit my head, and I fell to the ground and hit my head again. So it was busted open, and then one of the older kids at the park came over and said, "Kid," he walked out the house. I'm not sure. I wasn't paying attention. He said, "Kid, are you okay?" And I don't know why he asked that. I was sitting next to a tree, blood dripping down the side of my head, crying, and then Dinosaur Boy comes over and says, "Shoot, I'll take you back to the house. Your head's bleeding." I don't know why he decided to tell me that, because for some reason I don't freak out unless I just start crying, and if I stop, if I don't know I'm bleeding, if you tell me I'm bleeding, I'll start crying more, just like if you look at a cut, it'll start bleeding more. but I had no idea that it was bleeding. And he told me, and then I started crying louder, so he had to like pick me up and help me. You know how they help you when you like break a leg, they help you like that? He helped me, and yeah, I got back to the house. They took me to the emergency room, and about a week later, my mom said, "Hey, T-John, do you know where hey, Little Pickle, do you know where this kid lives?" Sorry, I said my real name, even though you probably know my real name from the, okay, my name's Tay. You already know my real name from the animations, because I got a comment saying, "Hey, wait, that's not your name. Did you steal that?" No, my name's Tay. But Little Pickle said, "I think I know where he lives." So we walked over there, and his mom, and it was so awkward because his mom said he was taking a bath, and my mom said, instead of my mom saying, I said it was okay, you didn't need to go over there because I didn't like him, and she said, no, we got to go over there. So my mom went over there, and his mom said, yes, and he said, and then my mom just started talking and said, your child threw a rock at my child's head, and it busted his head open, and he had to get stitches. And then she said she was completely lying. She said that he didn't act like that before, but he actually has tried to hurt people at the park before with his mom right there. But she obviously didn't care, and he was taking a shower or bath. I don't know what he was doing in the bathroom. I just knew he came out with nothing but underwear on, and his mom told him to shake my hand and give me a hug. I only shook his hand when he tried to hug me. I like did something where I didn't really hug him, okay, because it was weird. He had nothing but underwear on, and that's basically it. I saw him recently. That's what made me remember the story. But that's it, guys. Bye. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Stay safe.